So today we're going to be taking the 2022 long range Model X, and in a way we're going to be kind of making it into a plaid Model X. So not quite the plaid in terms of acceleration, but interior, we're going to look a lot like the plaid. That is because today we're taking out the wood trim from this car and putting in all real carbon fiber OEM from Tesla. That's honestly one of the biggest complaints I have with the newest gen Tesla Model S and X, is you can't add carbon fiber. You can only get your choice of wood or carbon fiber if you order the plaid or the long range. Whereas in 2017, when I ordered that Model S, I was actually able to specify I wanted carbon fiber, and I actually paid extra for it too. So I wish Tesla would bring that back because it could probably make them a little extra money. But for now, we're just gonna do it ourselves. So right here we have the center console, we have the front dash, and then we have the two front doors and then the two rear door pieces. So pieces like this are now gonna be carbon fiber. And then if you go to the Falcon Wing door, that whole piece is gonna be carbon fiber. That over there is gonna be carbon fiber. That's gonna be carbon fiber. And last but certainly not least, that is gonna be carbon fiber. And for those of you that have been around a little while, you probably already remember we did that to the 2022 long range Model S that we have here. We went ahead and took all of the wood out and swapped it for carbon fiber, but that was a little easier because I actually had a Model S plaid that we took the carbon fiber from and put the wood in. Now this, I actually had to order all the parts from Tesla, which some people have said they've had luck doing, some people have said they don't. But now we're technically an approved body shop for Tesla, so we can order whatever we want. So I want to start with some of the easier pieces. So obviously these in the front and rear doors are probably going to be the easiest ones. And since we have the replacement parts, what we're going to do is actually look at the replacement parts and make sure how they actually attach, so when we're removing these, we don't break these. Because actually what I'll probably do is take all of these wood pieces and just throw them up on eBay. One, helps me recoup a little bit of the cost from the carbon fiber, but two, if somebody wants the wood pieces, they can then buy them off there. So here's the carbon fiber. Oh, feels so good. What we're gonna do, you can see here, this hooks in and then this all will snap in. So you can kind of see on the back here how that hooks right here. And then you're gonna have a bunch of different snaps which will transfer over some of the clips. And then this is like a safety clip and how that kind of comes off. So what we're gonna do is use our pry tool right here and lift here, and then we'll be able to remove it like this. You don't wanna start on this end because you'll just break this off, no questions asked. Insert this, there we go. And you're just gonna wanna slowly work it. You never wanna just rip it out, because that's how you're gonna break it every single time. And I'm also curious if we have the wires in here for the lighted doors, which have not come out yet, but if they do, you bet we're gonna get those and transfer them over. So we got that off, and there we go, just like that. So here, all we did for this clip, you can kind of see how it goes like that. So we just push that down to be able to release it right there. And you can actually see we have that blue wire right here. And this is what will actually do the lighted trim once they have that, which I don't know when or if they ever will, but if they do, we'll definitely go ahead and swap it out. Put it in there, line everything up, press that clip. Hey, that looks so much better than the wood. I don't know, comment down below, what do you prefer? I really like the carbon fiber. Maybe some people prefer the wood. So now comes the fun part where we have to take all of this out. Be careful when you're doing it because there's a lot of stuff that you can break. But what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna pop this panel right here off. And this is actually where the cabin air sensor and air fan sensor are. So you wanna be careful with that. And actually one thing we can probably do to make it a little easier is pop this off. Just grab it from both sides. And that'll kind of come off. We can put that back there. Then undo. There's two connectors. And one's gonna throw an error on the car. Don't be worried. It's just gonna tell you that the actual charging dock, as well as all the buttons right here for park, reverse, and everything are disconnected. It's okay, but there's not a lot of wiring on here. We'll probably throw those errors. But the errors go away once we put it back together. There it is. So it just says, hey, gear console buttons to select gears are unavailable because we unplugged it, so yeah. And then we'll go ahead and get in here, feel where those bolts are. Got it. Put this up in there. I've got the bolt. Hey, there's your bolt. Don't lose it. And there it is. So we've got our little towel here. I'm just gonna shove some of those wires in there, get them out of the way, and just straight out. We can go ahead and take this cover off. It's been a little while since I've had to deal with the motors, so we're just gonna go ahead. There's two connectors here, one's for power, one's for the video. Everything is undone. Now we should be able to sneak that through. Okay, yay! Be very careful. The screen is like $1,200. Don't ask me how I know. I bought one. It was very expensive. Parts will be a little bit of grease, so just be careful because it does move. But anyway, back here we have the power, the black one. Purple's your video. And then underneath, what I was getting from the bottom, is actually right here and right here you have brown connectors, and those go to the left and the right motor so that you can tilt your screen one way or another based on how you prefer. So got it all out, so go ahead and put that somewhere very, very, very safe. Can't stress that enough. Ow. Be careful, oh, I'm not flipping you off. I didn't mean to flip you off. Be careful though, because otherwise you'll bleed. I didn't mean to flip you off, I promise. Here is our carbon fiber replacement. Be very careful with this. What you can kind of see here is on the front, all these right here. That means that white panel is gonna come off. And then you can see it just snaps down into it. Well, I can see the screw I need to do right here. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. Well, I guess that's how you get it off. So there's this right here, and that just helps hold down the side of the front dash. And then we can start working our way, popping this off, and this just comes straight towards you. So pull this way. Just take your time. Well, that came off like it should have. The other side was just very hard. And then for this, we're just gonna kind of get in the vehicle and pull it. Just like that. Got it. And now that is done. Some of the cool kind of like notable parts in here. So one, this is all the screen stuff. Here are the little brown connectors that I was talking about for the motors. They're both back there. And actually all the refreshes that I've seen had these, but even when you put the motors in one that doesn't have motors to begin with, the software doesn't recognize it still. Here's the video, the power for the screen, and then there's just all these other sensors. We're just gonna kind of leave that there. Here's the actual mounts right here. That's where the bolts go up into, right there and there, to hold it on. And then other things, you can see that there is like a little line right there. I would love to see this be some kind of screen in the future. I think that would be so freaking awesome if they could do that. And then right there, you have your air vents. right there. And then on the driver's side, you have your air vents right here. And yeah, that's kind of the insides of your Model X dashboard. S is very, very similar. Some slight differences, but for the most part, it's gonna look very, very similar to this. We are having some issues with the cup holders right there. So I fixed it. I'll go ahead and show you that after we're done with this. But there are 2 bolts, one on either side. You can kind of see them like right there. They're pretty tricky to get to, but there's 4 main bolts holding it down, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And then you gotta remember to disconnect the wiring harness for the center console before you yank it out, because otherwise that's not gonna work out too well. Be very, very careful. You don't want to scratch anything or damage anything. The Model X though has a lot of room. It makes that a lot easier. So putting everything back is gonna basically be the exact opposite of what you just saw. It's actually not too bad. I'm just probably gonna go and time lapse it so that I can listen to a podcast at the same time. And we're just gonna go through there. Now, if you have any good podcasts, drop them down below because I'm always looking for new podcasts. And yeah, we'll just time lapse me putting the car back together. I just finished.
Finished? Well, then I can take the X.
No, you don't get to take the X. Oh. But look, how pretty is it?
Pretty good.
All the carbon fiber.
It looks like a plaid.
Hey, that's what we were going for. Turning our Model X into a plaid. Kinda. Bye, have fun. Make us proud at work. Okay, so in that back seat, you have this. And this little cover just snaps right on. You can see the clips kind of on the side there. And this is actually what houses the light. So then under that is actually this. And right here you can see you have that little electrical board that actually does your USB-Cs. And then this sits like this, kind of in the car. And then, ta-da, cup holders. Well, what happened was a couple different things. For starters, this little pin right here came out, and that little pin actually, I'll kind of show you here. When you open it, that's a little pin that keeps it locked. See how you like push it in and it locks it? Kind of interesting. That actually came out, but I think the main culprit is this, which hopefully you can kind of see it. This right here is a damaged clip, and it is yellow, as are these clips. I think what originally happened is maybe there was a clip in there and somehow the machine put 2 clips or what, and this little chunk of metal got pushed through there, and right under all this is that sliding mechanism, and that kept grinding and maybe even got down here and pushed this pin out. But the nice thing is it was relatively easy to do because this unit actually right here I think is like almost 300 bucks. So I'm very, very happy that that was just the fix. It was really easy. As always though, huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Abstract Ocean. If you are looking to accessorize your Tesla Model S, X3, or Y, including Rivian now too, definitely check them out. All linked down below. And using code Tesla Inventory will get you 15% off of your first purchase. A lot of must-have accessories, including a center console wrap, really helps protect that underlying material, as well as create your car your own with all kinds of cool, fun patterns and colors. And a matte screen protector really helps cut down any glare from the sun, as well as any fingerprints, thanks to its oleophobic surface. But that's basically it. Huge thanks for joining. Definitely comment down below if you really like the carbon fiber or if you're more of a wood fan. We'll talk about it down there. Bye.